Let's get into this, everybody. Let's do it. Let's do it. The continuation with the now number 23 ranked team in the nation, Navy. We started off this season ranked 10th. We lost our first 2 games of the season, one on a Hail Mary pass as time expired to Syracuse, and then a fumble in overtime against Western Kentucky. But we bounced back. We've won 2 in a row. We're a ranked team again. But my goodness, do we need to consistently do well from this point on, having beaten Akron and gotten a comeback win over Tulane. So it is Air Force next. Again, Army doesn't end up being the last game of the season. It ends up being 8th. But Air Force, Tulsa, Army. We haven't played Tulsa yet either. We're getting some different opponents. So playing Minnesota, lost to Troy to start, won the next 10. Beat Iowa, Wisconsin, beat Michigan. Damn. It's a hell of a run. All right, recruitment. Recruitment. I think we were fully set up here, from my recollection. We are not, because we still have points left over. Because somebody left. Actually, it's looking okay for Tony Howell. I think we're actually looking pretty good for most of those guys, except for Robert Williams, but we will keep fighting for him for now. We got 2 people ready to schedule visits, including Robert Williams, who will get in for this game against Air Force. However, I thought I saw like a 900-point boost to LSU. If he commits in the regular season, we have no shot. So that sucks. In terms of team needs, again, we had talked about getting a fullback, a wide receiver, a tight end option. We needed some linebackers as well. There's about one more person that we can add to the board here. How do we want to go about it? How do we want to go about it? Guess to see if there's anybody that we can kind of get a steal for here out of the 5 stars. Maybe look for any talented players that might be undecided. That is not looking too good. What about any 4 stars that we can get into the conversation with? Here towards the end, it seems like a lot of the higher end players are deciding to commit pretty early, except for 4-star quarterback Colin Williams. J squared, no restrictions. Good old run with Navy to try and win. You know, the restriction was that they're god awful out of the gates. That was the restriction. Okay, we're still in first for Sanders. Anybody else out of these 4 stars? A linebacker, Daryl Russ. Kind of surprised we hadn't taken a look at him yet. Anybody else? From first for Porter. 7th for that guy. Obviously, we can sort by lock percentage, but then I'd have to look at 2 and 3 stars. At least I know here everybody is pretty bad. Wide receiver Keith Wells. We could take a look at him too. Corner Jake Hicks. 4-star running back Josh Smith. 4-star running back Tyler Bray. 4-star running back Charles Williamson. Son of a bitch. There's always so many running backs. 4-star running back John Smith. Going for steals early. Well, I mean, the 3-star guys will be there. You know, now's the time that we need to start looking for any of the 4 stars that are left over. So I wouldn't even say it's necessarily looking for steals. It's just more so trying not to be absolutely screwed. There are a lot more 4 stars under 30% left than I thought there would be, though. There is that. We should try an athletes only run. Would be fun, but would also be incredibly difficult for the offensive line, stuff like that. Like, you'd have to probably rely on a lot of walk-ons, to be honest. We're in first for Lance Woodard, and we haven't even looked at the guy yet. Okay. Still with 4 stars. Jesus Christ. This is Pretty deep class here. Another quarterback, Matt Brown. I'd be perfectly fine if there were no more 4 stars from here. Otherwise, I'm going to have to start picking and choosing. Another 4-star quarterback, Brandon Barron. Okay, now we're down to 3 stars. Good. Jesus. Okay. Ended up being quite the list, indeed. So, we ended up with 7 quarterbacks on the board. We're just gonna send all of them scholarships first. I mean, that's the play right now. Is anybody new on the list? Just start sending out scholarships over the next couple of weeks to see if we can make up any ground. Time will tell. It does mean that we get to jump into our first big rivalry game of the season against Air Force. We are vastly superior on paper, which means absolutely nothing, especially based off of how this season's gone so far. Let's be honest here, right? Let's be honest, but let's do it. Navy, Air Force, one more time. They were the lone team to hand us a loss last season. We finished 13-1. We won the conference. We won our first bowl game in convincing fashion over Arkansas. It was Air Force who handed us our lone win, and this could be the last time that we play Air Force as a part of different conferences. Again, there's talk, there's rumbling that maybe the military powers are going to head to the Pac-12 together to try and rebuild that particular conference after a real-life exodus. And I'm pretty sure it froze. Remember when we had a conversation about 10 minutes ago? How this had only frozen on me once? Warrior called it. Cool. So you're the one that can get banned for 600 seconds. Enjoy the timeout for jinxing it, you fucking witch priestess. Oh, Taps, you want to take claim for jinxing it too? Burn the witch. Burn the witches. Salem, baby, it's back. It's fucking back. Unbelievable. People being like, I did it, I jinxed. That's not a good thing, you fox. Oh, I jinxed it. Cool. Thanks. Love you. You're so nice. Jesus. Acting like that's a thing to be like, I did it. Like, you're a dick. You might have done it, but Jesus. What's the matter with you? My God. Hope you're excited to see everyone. I'm Spartacus. Like, what the fuck? I can't wait to see the intro screen again. Aren't you excited? No. No, I'm not. We've already seen it tonight. But now we'll get to watch it again. And people who are like, oh, I did it. I did the thing. You sure did. Oh, you did it all right. Congratulations. You really did it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Some people. Some people. Don Cherry dropped the you peoples. I'm dropping the some peoples. Ridiculous. Now look at this. I'm still waiting for it to load back up again. Unbelievable. Dickheads. Absolute dickheads. Does give me time to go through my my computer task manager and everything like that. That's good. All right, let's watch the intro again. Woo! Let's fucking go. We love this intro. I mean, it is a well put together intro, you know? It is. We give him credit. Very well put together. I respect him for it. Oh, man. Okay. Wow. Let's bring up old Twitter. Bring up old Twitter. I just realized I had another tab open that I did not need, so it's probably wearing on the PC a little bit. Anyway, intro is my favorite, but it's a damn good intro. Unlike Madden, it actually has a modern intro with clips of real things. I watched Soft Drinks TV's video about, hey, here's how you can improve shit. Please don't tell me I have to add everybody back. I would cry. I would die. Okay, we don't. Thank God it autosaves. Thank Jesus. Let's try it again. Air Force. Woo! I hope. Please don't freeze again. Please don't. Oh, thank God. All right. There he is. White Fat Rock, a rainy night in Annapolis. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, it's like a Pokemon battle. We have the environmental advantage. God damn it. It's raining. You know what that means. Navy wins. All right. Well, they defer. Here we go. First quarter against Army. Fabulous he against Air Force. 24-0. We're used to playing Army in week 5, but we're not though. It's Air Force this year, which is what I was going to say. We're up 31-7. Make that 31-15 at halftime. Shout out to Can I Lick Yo Ankles? What's going on? Hell of a start for the boys, but don't worry, they've never met a lead that they can't let go. Make it 38-23, 45-23, 52-23. If they blow this lead, I'm gonna cry. All right, there it is. First game of the night, and the first. No touching. And the first no touching. 66-30. The final score. Where the hell was this team last night? Jesus. Even invalid username went 3 for 3 with a touchdown. Red Rocket only missed 4 passes all game. Neither quarterback was sacked. Ocean Gate broke 20 tackles, had 99 yards after contact with nearly 200 total yards and 4 touchdowns. Sweet Jesus. And then touchdowns for Kenway, Submarine, and Crash is playing. An unbelievable game. I mean, I guess they were like, yeah, we kind of sucked, but hey, we beat Air Force. At least we didn't lose to them. I don't know how to spin that into a positive. Lord knows I'm trying. But we do beat Air Force. Thank God. Thank God. If we're going to get knocked back out of the rankings, let's not have it be Air Force that does it, please. So that is a gigantic win for us to kick off this broadcast. Was that Al Bundy's grandkid? Fairness, but Al did it in high school. He did it in high school. Which might be worse, actually. Because that means he peaked in high school. I'll check back with Ocean Gate in 10 years and see if he's a shoe salesman. I fucking love Married with Children. I do. One of my favorite shows of all time. Fullback Lamont Whitaker has commit to the school. Very, very good. Again, whether or not he ends up being a fullback or a tight end, time will tell. But welcome in Lamont. As we are still at number 23 in the nation. We had no movement whatsoever despite the victory. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. For quarterbacks, we're definitely out on Anthony Christian. Definitely out on Wade Anderson. Everybody else, we're looking okay. Running backs. We're looking okay there, too. We got to get some scholarships sent out, but not immediately dead in the water. We're still very much fighting for Jake Mueller to also be a potential tight end. For the wideouts, Keith Wells, we're looking all right. What about Teddy Powell? It'd be a Phoenix. Phoenix City. You're missing the O. God damn it, Alabama. At tackle, we are still looking good for Derek Williamson. Outside linebacker, Brent Ross, Darrell Russ, Donald Martin, Willie Pugh. Probably shouldn't have even bothered offering him the scholarship, but we'll see if that gets us back into contention. Rashad Kirk, you know what? Screw it. Let's offer him the scholarship and see if somehow, some way, we can end up in the conversation late. So, nobody ready for a visit. For everybody that we already had points on, we are still either in contention or looking very, very good. Let's start scouting these dudes out then. We'll go back to quarterbacks. Woo, Williams down to a 68. Matt Brown looking like he could be the gem of the group, and another bust in Brandon Barron. Okay. So obviously, eventually, it'll lead us to the question of, do we even bother going after that guy, or do we go after like a 3-star lineman? That'll be the question we eventually have to answer. Oof, -9 for Teddy Powell. Yikes. Methinks we'll be going for some 3 stars, non-skill positions very, very soon. Tulsa, I actually lied. We have played Tulsa once before. I don't remember the results. I think we beat them because we were making jokes about the Golden Hurricane. We are a better team on paper. Coming off of a gigantic victory in our last game, but now we are on the road against the Golden Hurricane. Not the Golden Hurricanes, just the Golden Hurricane. I do like their uni combinations, though. Not bad. We do not want tan pants. There we go. All right, Navy. We were midshipmen last night. Let's not do that. Michael Pratt, future New England Patriot, probably. At least he plays for Tulane. That's the only way I'll be happy if the Patriots don't end up with one of the big couple of quarterbacks in the upcoming draft. That's if they end up with Tulane's quarterback. Just for the memes. It's raining. It's raining. You know what that means. Get ready for destruction. Skelly Field at H.A. Chapman Stadium. Let's go. Rather Williams or May? I don't have a preference, to be honest. I don't. Because genuinely, A, I don't know enough about either of them. That's just what it is. B, all I could do is just guess and hope for the best. C, what I hope for is not the traditional pocket passer, because that is falling apart in the NFL. The stay-at-home pocket passer is falling apart in the NFL. That's why the running backs are so mad about the lack of money and opportunity. It's because quarterbacks are now more mobile and means you need running backs less. I would love for the Patriots to have somebody who could actually move. That would be great. When's the last time they had a quarterback who could actually, I mean, Garoppolo? Tim Tebow? Cam Newton, by the time he ended up on the Patriots, couldn't move. Okay, I'm glad you made it clear it was a meme. You know, Brissett could move too. Brissett could move too. I don't know if they were like super high-end speed threats at quarterback, though. Even Jacoby Brissett. I might be wrong, but to me, Jesus Christ, what a game so far. To me, it was one of those things where it's like, okay, he could move if he had to, but it wasn't like the go-to. It was just like, hey, it looks pretty fast compared to Tom Brady. All right, they failed on 4th down. We are up 33-6. Make it 36-6, and for the second time tonight in as many games, can you believe it?
No touching! No touching! No touching!
2-0 on the night as we destroy Tulsa. I'm telling you, it's the rain effect. 36-6 on the road. Another dominant game. 21 of 35, 347 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick for Red Rockets. 108 yards, no touchdowns, but 13 broken tackles for Ocean Gate. This Rocket did have a rushing touchdown as well, receiving touchdowns for Torpedoed Dinghy and Ocean Gate Submarine. So far tonight, it's been very good. Lost the first 2, won the last 3. We've won our last 4. That is 4 straight wins now after losing those first 2 games. So it has been quite the strong bounce back. Notre Dame just lost again. Defending champions are falling, and here we go. Again, it doesn't happen final week of the season because of the change in conference, but it is arguably the biggest game of the season. It is the Army game. Shout out to Small Soldiers, the greatest movie of all time. You're welcome, JD. I love when I get to correct chat instead of them correcting me, because it doesn't happen too often. We are 1-4 against Army so far, if I'm not mistaken. All right, no new recruits, but we got people who are ready to visit, and we are up 4 spots to number 19. Army are 5-1 on the season. More on that in a moment. Damn. All right, where do we stand here for these QBs? Honestly, we're looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Shout out to Savageness. Randy Savageness? Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Welcome. How are we looking for the running backs? We are out on Josh Smith. Tyler Bray. Williamson's only a 62. Fred Savageness. Is it even worth going after Williamson? He's a 4-star, but he's only a 62, and then Smith is a 68. I'm going to take Williamson out. I think we focus our attention elsewhere. Mueller, we're still looking good. Porter, will we get to renaming tonight? No idea. Keith Wells, still looking all right. Overall matters more than stars. Indeed it does, which is why I'm going to be taking out Teddy Powell, although we're falling behind for James Sanders as well. We're going to go try to scout out some tight end options here. See if we can find any steals. Probably out on Brent Ross. Definitely out on Willie Pugh. Definitely out on Rashad Kirk. Jake Hicks. We're in the running. Haven't had him scouted yet. He's a 76. Coming off a natty, and I'm number 1 by week 4. Shouldn't my team that I'm playing against be harder? I mean, it depends on what you set the schedule to and what conference you're in, right? Or if you're playing game by game, depends on the difficulty. And if you're playing on Heisman and still doing that, then you're sick of the game. Congratulations. All right. Ooh, Donald Martin. Okay. So let's see. We need to look at 3-star tight end options, of which there are a shitload. So let's go by lock percentage instead. And yeah, the numbers are going to drop quickly. So Matthew Pierce. Honestly, every single one of these tight ends we need to scout. Every single one of them. And we'll see what's there. Well, I didn't really want to do that, but it doesn't make a difference. All right, we need to scout every single one of these guys. Matthew Pierce immediately goes up. Edward Callaway is obviously out. Alice Livingston, not so hot. What about John Avery? No. Marcus Heron. H.A. Powell, he's still okay. Chris Brown, he's okay. Judge Joe Brown, he's okay. And Eric Walton. So we do have a couple of tight ends who aren't that bad. I think it'll be worth fighting for them as we try to get a little bit more depth in that position. We do have a couple of points left over, but not much. Schedule Dan Rogers and Eric Muhammad for the FAU games. And let's see, by overall, Get 100 points on Donald Martin and 100 points on Daryl Russ at the moment. Although, let's reset the points. Now that I think about it, let's reset the points. Jake Mueller was still fighting really hard for. Same with Robert Williams. LSU is going to be a thorn in our side. Sanders, we're still pushing. We have a big lead for Derek Williamson. We don't have to go all out for him. We are still fighting for a lot of these guys. But the ones that we have a decent little lead on, I think we'll be okay to put less points. Devs, what's going on, by the way? How goes it? And Rogers, we got a pretty good lead out of the gates for Eric Muhammad. More worried about Daryl Russ than I am Colin Williams. Jake Hicks. Donald Martin. And then we have all of the tight ends that we just put scouting points on. How are you is the more important question. That's not true at all. But I am doing well. I am in a tremendous state of being perpetually tired and always having shit to do. But I don't know, I kind of enjoy that, so it's all right. Let's see, we'll have a few points left over. 100 of them to be exact, and we'll go back to Derek Williamson and get those points back. So recruitment-wise, we're looking okay. We have yet another big game here now, though. 5-1 Army. They're up to a B rating. They're 4-0 in conference. And Corso's choosing them over us. This is a huge game. We have had some up and down moments against Army over the years. We need this to be a win. I got my girlfriend a shirt that says permanently tired. I mean, it's pretty applicable for most people. It's just the world we live in now, right? Christ. Fun times. Fun times. He will always pick Army. Well, he'll always be wrong, except for the years before last year. All right, damn it. Here we go. Here we go. Home of the greatest collapse. In frickin' NFL history. Well, that's not true, but I just want to take another shot at the Eagles because it's kind of funny. We'll call heads. We will defer, Belichick style. And we will sim. God help me if I have to jump in. Through the first quarter, 7-0 Army. 7-3, 14-3. All right, we are threatening to score here at least. Let's go to halftime. We failed to score. 14-10. 21-10, 21-17 at the half for Army. We do get the ball to start the third. We didn't do anything with it. Get a field goal there. It's a 1-point lead for Army as we begin the fourth quarter. Jesus. It is our ball. And we score. Touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion for Ocean Gate Submarine. We are up by 7 with 8 minutes to go. Army goes 3 and out. As do we. 6 minutes left. Army has to punt again. Navy has to punt again. Son of a bitch. Well, let's see how it plays out then. We've gotten burned by watching the boys instead of controlling them. But you know what? Let's go for it here. What the fuck was that? Can that be intentional grounding? Please? Can that please be intentional grounding? Crazy we have winning seasons, but only one win against our rival. Indeed. All right, another quick throw. Jesus Christ. Well, not a great start to this drive for Army when they now trail. Our defense doing well. We are in 2019. This is what, our 6th season? Army looking to throw out to the left, and they're going to get the first down after a horrid start to the drive. Not great. Let's keep watching it through here.
41-yard line. First down.
Under 3 minutes to go. We do have multiple 5 stars on the team, Maneater, yeah.
And down he goes at the 44.
We have a 91 rated team, was it? 92? Clock's ticking. They have all 3 timeouts. All right. Go for the run. Jesus. Woo. They cannot run the football right now.
So it's another third down upcoming here.
3 of 14 on third down conversions. They need another one here. Can we make the stop this time? Throw out to the right, drop in the bucket. It's another third down conversion. Their drive continues. Oh, Robinson's 7th tackle of the game. They try to run again. Nowhere to go.
Player down
and their running back gets hurt. So their running back injured. 1:38 to go. They still have their timeouts. 2nd and 9. And in motion, they're going to throw. Looking, trouble, quarterback, takes off, quarterback, gets the first down as he absolutely trucked whoever number 40 is. It's another first down for Army.
From the 32-yard line, it's first down.
I'm not liking the looks of this. Hand off. This time, running back breaks a couple of tackles and fights all the way to within 1 yard of the first down. Jesus. The backup running back, and there is Army's first timeout.
This is the 10th play of this drive.
The 21-yard line.
Under a minute left.
Little looking to throw, gets hit, but he had the running back out of the backfield. And inside the 5.
That is a great example of the quarterback seeing the whole field.
So here we go, 1st and goal.
They use their 2nd timeout.
Let's see if they try to pound it in here. Both teams have their goal line sets on the field.
Hand off to the running back. He is stopped at the 1. They go for the hurry up.
The spike will stop.
And they spike it. It's 3rd down.
Play 13 of the current drive.
This drive, they've equaled or doubled their 3rd down conversion rate from previously in the game. Quarterback throws. The field goal is good. It's 4th and goal. One more play.
So it's 4th down and the offense.
They either tie it or this game is over.
This is the ball game right here.
Here we go. Quarterback looking to throw. Quarterback end zone touchdown.
And for Little, that touchdown toss gives him the team's career record in that department.
Here's just another notch in what's been an outstanding career. It's sort of hard to comprehend how good he's been for so long.
And again, our defense fails to make a stop.
And he tacks on the extra point. Late in the
32 seconds. We have 3 timeouts to try and win this game in regulation.
Going to an extra session or two. Washington.
We've already lost on a last-second play once this season, I should say. We have
It's been a good one so far today.
Lost in overtime this season as well. 32 seconds. And I am not going to be afraid to run the football with the beast of a running back we have. If it looks like it'll be open, and it looks like it will be. But nobody could block.
Navy's going to take their first time out of the half. The halfback just couldn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
The guy failed to, if the guy didn't fail to pick up the block there, we would have had some space.
Second down and 11.
Yeah, I'm just not liking the look of the coverage. I just feel like we'd have to force the ball. Ocean Gate.
Makes it to the 44.
Big play for Ocean Gate Submarine, and that's again why we're not afraid to run. Clock's ticking. We still have 2 timeouts.
And I gotta believe that his consistency.
We're gonna run with him again.
Big key in determining the outcome of the game.
Nice run up the middle. Navy will take a timeout. That's their
okay. We've gotten some yardage. We have 1 timeout left. We really do need to look to throw the football here. We're getting to field goal range. 1 timeout left.
Throws complete. He's got room to work. Steps up.
Ford Hole gets us a decent little pickup.
So they complete that for about 7 yards, and they'll pick up a first down.
We have space.
Quarterback to locate his receiver past the sticks and get him.
We only need a little bit more.
And the quarterback didn't waste any time getting rid of that one. He took the snap.
In terms of yardage.
Right out there. Now he tries to buy some time. And they make the.
What a throw to Donnie Jepp. And we use our last timeout.
And this field goal is for the game. A miss will mean overtime.
It comes down to not missing a field goal against goddamn Army.
The kick is away. He got it. They win. And that gives them the lead.
I know that I call kickers head cases, but this
2 years in a row, baby. 2 years in a row. Thank God. Oh, thank God. We had 32 seconds, 3 timeouts.
So this one goes final.
And we played it to near perfection.
31-28 Navy. So what are your final thoughts on this one?
The 20-yard run for Ocean Gate. He actually started to lose his balance. God, we needed that. We needed it. We needed it. 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row, we take out Army. As Ocean Gate Submarine, your player of the game. Woo. We needed that. We needed that. I might have gotten a little bit lucky on that throw as well. I need to watch that play again. Skip it here. He scores if your own guy doesn't trip him, right? And we had a 38-yard field goal while iced. Sweet, sweet vengeance. Freshman kicker as well. Let's get a look at it. 32 yards to the senior Donnie Jepp. So right here, I was hoping it would be open over the middle. It wasn't. Obviously, the guy way out to the left, double coverage. Guy further out to the left. And right here, Donnie is covered. And then right there, Donnie's totally covered. And right here, the safety starts to step up. Starts to step up in case we throw it to him. I'm thinking that we're running the football. I throw it late. I totally lucked out. I totally lucked out because I thought Donnie was going to turn around and come closer. And he doesn't, and we hit B, and that happens. I got lucky as shit. Which, given how unlucky we've been this season so far, it's nice to have some luck go our way after all. Not a great game for Red. At least not an elite level game. It's a good enough game. 14 broken tackles for Ocean Gate. 2 touchdowns on the ground. Just an absolute beast. An invalid username on his lone reception of the game. A quarterback, no less, who's still playing wide receiver at times, gets a touchdown as well. So he has been a dual threat for us as we advance to 5-2. We knock Army down to 5-2 on the season. We stay undefeated in the conference, and we're feeling okay for now.